So in the last movie I showed you how to create different transformations using the bounding box, and then also how to add color using the color panel and swatches. Now we're going to finish up adding colors to our logo here by simply clicking on the center logo, and I'm going to choose a different set of swatches. I'm going to kind of go on the green spectrum with this to give it just a little bit more emphasis. And that looks pretty good, but there's one thing that I want to change on here. On the shapes outside of my center logo, I don't want to have this black stroke going around the outside of my shapes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on either each one or hold my shift key, and using my selection tool I can select these outer shapes and simply come over to either your toolbar or your color panel and click on the stroke color, which is hidden behind the fill color, and it will pull that forward. Now at the bottom of your color panel you'll see a little none symbol. It's located at very first logo right here, and it has a red stripe through it which represents transparency or none. And when we click that, it will actually go through and remove the black stroke. I want to leave the stroke or the outline on my logo in the center. I think it gives it a lot of emphasis and it lets it stand out. But I want the shapes in the background to kind of fall back and kind of just be part of the background and not be obtrusive. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save this so that I can bring this over into InDesign. Simply go to the File menu, and we're going to go to Save or Save As. And when I go to Save or Save As, it takes me to my Save window. And I'm going to save this to my desktop, and I'm going to first name this up above, and I'm going to name this Logo. And the format I'm going to leave as Adobe Illustrator. InDesign will recognize the Adobe Illustrator logo and bring it in as a native Illustrator file. Anything that does not have a color assigned to it will show up transparent. So my background on my artboard will not show up as white. It will actually show up as transparent inside of InDesign. Simply hit Save. Inside of our Illustrator options, we don't have to change anything in here. We're using Illustrator CC. Just hit OK. And we've saved our Illustrator logo. Now we're going to switch over to InDesign, and I'm going to show you how to bring this into InDesign and create your business card document for bringing in your logo and adding text.